Welcome to the Hunter Cross Hunter podcast.
How do you do, fellow Redditors?
Yes, how do you do, fellow Redditors? Today, we are taking on the Redditor Tier in the HxH Iceberg. Excuse me. Sorry for my French. Hunter Cross Hunter.
Serious Slayer emo enters.
You're gonna have to post that in the video. You're gonna have to edit.
You
that
already
in.
know my sick editing skills. Don't worry about that.
Flash it up with a boom sound effect. Divine boom. Anyway, we should stop messing around. Who is reading today?
Yeah, so it was my turn to read today.
Let's go.
Our true Redditor, Gilliman.
Yeah, who better than
Yeah.
Who better?
than me to read, right? So
It all makes sense in the end.
let's go with the first one. Wing tried to kill Gon. So
That's a pretty interesting theory.
This is referring to when he forcibly opened Gon and Killua's aura nodes in Heaven's Arena, right?
yeah, probably so.
Wing did give a quote saying like, he might have, released a quote unquote monster of some sort, something around that in terms of the actual quote, referring to Gon's overall attitude and disposition towards the world. It's also relating to what Zepile was talking about in York New. It's like Gon's overall disposition towards the world, how he views it.
And so do you think he
looks through a perspective not through traditional morals and like good and bad, but through his what benefits him and the ones he cares about, which is more animalistic in a sense. So instead of, if Gon would do something, especially during the Chimera arc or before, he would do something that would only benefit him and his friends, if it was between that or something that would potentially negatively affect him and his friends, but do it for the greater good in a sense. So it could be like Wing thought about, realized this, and he could have potentially killed Gon or something like that. I'm not too firm of a believer in this, but I just think it's a possibility. I mean, the theory does exist for a reason.
Damn, Wing. Brutal.
Yeah, I think I could just be getting it messed up in my head, but I think this is referring to when Wing opened their aura nodes, right? And then I think it was just like the visuals of that scene. Like, I think he showed off what Malice in aura looked like to them before he opened their aura nodes, or was it after?
Yeah, I think he did show something like that. Yeah,
but he did show like what Malice looked like, and my memory might be wrong, but like, was it the same when he opened their aura nodes? Like, was he really testing their bodies when he did that?
I don't think so.
No, it was not. It's when Gon and Killua first entered the 200th floor, and they were greeted by Hisoka. Hisoka was using what seemed to be Malice aura to block them from entering to sign their names. In the anime, right? It gave off the same type of aura color that Pito showed off when she did Malice with Kite, when she sent Malice aura, which Kite
is stinky purple.
That. So it could. Of course, I know anime is not as canon as manga. I know all of this, but it's just a correlation with color scheming and all. It could be a symbolic of Malice aura. When he did have a certain type of glow to the aura when showing Gon and Killua what Malice could potentially look like in Nen.
Yeah.
Since, of course, there's multiple different ways with how versatile Nen is. It doesn't just take on one form, right? Or at least I don't think it would.
But I don't think Wing had any motivation to kill them.
No, that's the thing. Though. Wing doesn't have any motivation. It's not for a reward. I don't think Wing knew at this time that Gon was Jane's son. So even if even if he disliked Jing and like he really just hated his guts and wanted to end his bloodline or some shit, crazy shit.
Yeah, maybe
he
had
wouldn't
a
have known
secret
Gon
hate
was
for Jing,
his.
yeah.
Yeah, because Gon would have. I just don't see any reason for like what you said.
Yeah,
Wing,
exactly.
Wing has no reason to kill Gon, unless he's like some psychotic mass murderer who kills kids like Jonas.
Mm,
But then
Yeah,
again,
this is
why
a
would he
bit of a
train
meme.
Zushi for so long
the silent
instead
psycho.
of just?
He's like Hisoka. He lets the fruit ripen, and he does it himself,
no.
and then he kills them.
When you say the fruit ripen, that just takes me back to the musical. Don't do this.
All right.
But yeah, my opinion on this is just a meme, and that we should probably move on.
Yeah.
Anyway, just a meme. Guys, did you know Wing tried to kill Gon? Whoa.
Whoa, dude.
Yeah, I to be fair, I would expect to see that comment on Reddit, so it fits for this.
Redditors.
Redditors be like,
All right.
next.
Yeah, so what do you guys think about this Aura conspiracy?
Yeah, this is intriguing. I don't know. Like, is there some kind of thread that sums this up, or is it just like a buzzword to get people thinking? Like, is there a conspiracy around Nen?
The only
Is there, like-
thing I can think of is just how in the human society Aura is not that known to people, but it's like many people, many leaders and athletes or whatever use it without even knowing. But I don't know what else it could relate to, really.
Well, I just Googled it. I literally Googled Nen Aura conspiracy, and that was a
Let's go.
thread that came up. And this is the legendary thread that there's this guy that goes real deep on like this Russian fighting style called Sistema.
Oh no, not
And
that one.
apparently, yeah, and apparently it has like a lot
I
of
remember
similarities to Nen. Which it's a really crazy read. Like, I don't want to be mean, but like this guy does feel like is a bit off his rocker. I don't know how to like phrase that politely.
I mean,
Yeah.
it is a conspiracy. Most conspiracy theories aren't all there in the head.
True. So I don't know. Maybe we just post that in the description of this video for you guys to read because it's a
Yeah.
huge thing. But
Yeah, I'll have it as a link. Just send it over to me when you have the chance.
This Redditor tier is really living up to the name. We've
Yeah.
got like 2 Reddit things going on. But yeah, I think it's probably referring to that. So like a real life conspiracy, like Aura's real in real life, bro. But,
How do you do
yeah.
rhythm step in real life? You need to tell me, fellow Redditor. I will give you a gold award.
That's a Hunter cross Hunter Discord inside joke.
Yes.
That none of you will get.
Be there or be square. Hunter squared.
Yeah,
God,
exactly.
That was worse than almost all of your jokes, Coca. Jesus Christ.
Be there or be
Hunter
X'd.
squared.
Okay.
Yeah,
Let's move on.
That was so goddamn bad.
I don't know
I live
much
for
about
bad
this
jokes, okay?
Aura conspiracy.
I mean,
other than
the
what Koga posted, or like
I
the
think it's
link.
just in the name itself. It's an Aura conspiracy.
Yeah.
Something about maybe there's like a flip side to how Aura works. Maybe Ulm is canon or some shit. I don't know.
No.
So, all right,
No.
let's move on.
Alright, let's go.
So Biscuit's real age.
Ooh, so apparently she is in her
12.
late 50s. Okay.
Really
Most-
late
most people-
50s? And so this is implying that like she's older than that or something?
I think it really could be based on Biscuit's Cookie-chan and how she constantly wants to make herself look younger. In all honesty, it could indicate whether Bisky is actually older or younger. Then again, with her experience and such, I don't think it could be younger based off.
I don't think it'd be younger either. However, I think older is super possible.
No, of course. No one wants to admit that they're older than they truly are.
Yeah, especially since she's a transmuter, and transmuters are filthy liars. So
no, they're whimsical layers. All right, we don't hate transmuters here. We need to be inclusive.
Good point.
But yeah, I don't know if there's like any like super deep analysis of Bisky's real age out there, but it makes sense if she's lying about it.
I don't know how you would be able to come up with any super concrete evidence. She stated her age. I haven't read anything that could have proved otherwise, that she would say that her age is actually different from what it is. I haven't seen any proof. I haven't
seen anything posted for sure.
Yeah, not as like even a Reddit theory. I'm just saying like in the manga in general. I haven't seen anything
Me
that
neither.
really talked about Bisky's real age. In the story itself, really Bisky's real age doesn't really matter. There's so much other shit going on that, would Togashi even really put it in? Like, oh, she lied about her age. She's secretly 1,000 years old. She was secretly there when she was secretly born with Netero. As we all know, Netero was extremely old.
Same age as Netero.
I think this is just more of a meme theory, to be honest.
I like it.
It's I don't think it's like a super memey theory. Like it's like I'm just saying this because it's funny and not because it could be true at all. Like this, I think at most you could probably imply it. Like Bisky is shown to be like a very, very good liar and understands lying and understands other liars like Hisoka.
Yes.
Bisky trained Wing, like she had an apprentice like that, so she has to be like super experienced to do that, and like all that time ago as well. We don't really know much about Bisky and her relationships, like kind of beyond that, which is kind of suspicious. Like I don't know, like we're starting to tread into just kind of baseless suspicion here, but who knows? She could be older. Anyway,
one thought
what
I
were you
had
saying,
was if she's a triple star hunter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like
Bisky's not a triple star hunter.
No.
No, there's only 3 triple star hunters: Pariston, Cheetle, and the Dragon Zodiac.
Oh, she wasn't. Okay, she's a double star then at least.
I don't think she's actually even a double star hunter. Let me just check really quickly.
Because
if she had.
If she is, she needs to have a disciple who has a star.
Yeah, but does Wayne have a star?
Yeah, Wing doesn't have a star, to my knowledge.
I'm just looking at. Oh, yeah, no. I'm sorry, I was wrong. She is a double star hunter.
Okay, yeah.
My apologies.
So yeah, means she has an apprentice who has a star. Something to think about.
True. It could also just be that in that case, she's like Jing. She just doesn't want to apply for having a 3rd star. But then again, does she also satisfy the other curriculum requirements in order to become a triple star hunter?
Yeah.
Other than just having an apprentice who has a star?
I guess it's also possible they just gave her stars like that, I don't know. Just for the sake of it. Or whatever, like just bypassing the apprentice thing. I guess that's possible too, but all right. Well, anyway, moving on. Whale Island equals a living creature.
Maybe another meme theory, but it's kind of interesting to think about.
If an island
like it's
is
the
named
fossil
after,
of an old creature.
if an island is named after an animal, it's clearly a living creature, guys.
True.
All right. It's just so clear as day. No, in all actuality, though, I think it's just like many other islands that are named after animals or other organisms in the real world. I think Whale Island just looks like a whale, and so it's named Whale Island, just because it plays off the formation of the island. I don't.
This does not belong in Redditor tier. This is like below, like normie tier. Like this
you mean above normie tier if we're going in like
if we're going up. Yeah. So
not a true Redditor tier.
Preschooler tier.
Yeah, this
like
one
a preschooler
like
watches Hunter.
Netflix only tier. That's what we're doing. Netflix only before August 1st, because by August 1st, by August 1st, all 6 arcs are going to be on Netflix. So, pre-August 1st, tier, Netflix tier. Yeah, this is definitely going to come out in August, so this is going to be quite dated with that reference. Anyway, shall we move on?
Yeah. Well, this one we already kind of went through in past episode. Jing equals Gon's mother. Pregnancy stone theory. So
this is definitely a based theory.
We actually covered this over 10.
Believe in.
We actually covered this over 10 episodes ago.
Yeah, how about that?
It's been a while. I don't think my perspective on the pregnancy stone theory with Jin and Gon has not changed.
Mine either. If you guys want our opinion on that, go watch that entire episode. Anyway, let's keep it rolling.
I don't have anything to say about this. I mean, we talked about it before. If you guys want to check that episode, which episode was it?
I think it was the 5th.
5. Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be in the title. All right. There's a whole playlist on the channel. It's real easy to find.
Yeah. Okay, moving on. Hunter Omega. Now, what is that?
What? Okay, let's Google.
Hunter Omega.
Is it a game?
I don't think it's a game. The last time I checked the Hunter x Hunter games, I don't remember there being one called Hunter x Hunter Omega.
This doesn't ring any bells to me.
I haven't read any threads on Reddit or anything like that relating to this. At least not from that I can remember.
Or hang on.
Oh, do you have an idea?
I don't know. I got one thing, but I'm not sure if it's related to that. Oh my god. I haven't prepared it. It's somewhere. I have to find it, but basically it was some sort of... I don't think it's actually related at all. So never mind. But
I have no idea what this could be referring to. Google isn't showing anything for me.
Could it be relating to maybe I haven't read the Bible personally, but wasn't there something like in Genesis saying God created like the heavens and the earth and Omega or whatever? Maybe it's something relating to Christianity of some sorts. Hunter, like the Hunter x Hunter Bible. Some sorts.
There are spotted themes of Christianity throughout Hunter with like Crollo and like the devil and the disciples and stuff.
There's a lot of religious symbolism in Hunter.
Really?
Yeah, there's a bunch. I mean, there's multiple different types of religions. There's Christianity, Judaism, Buddhism.
True. Yeah.
There's at least 3 to 6 like heavy mainstream religions in Hunter.
Karapika is a Muslim.
Oh my no. Okay, no, we're getting that. that is something later on in the iceberg. You're not supposed to say that. That's a spoiler.
Whoosh!
Shush.
Pepe laugh. You guys aren't
W.
ready for that one. Your kids will love it though.
It is not in this tier though, sadly. Well, I don't know if it's a sad thing, but
I don't know what to say about this one either.
all right. I think it's safe to say we don't know anything about Hunter Omega, and just because of how vague it is, we can't really come up with any predictions about what it could be like. So I think it would just be best to move on.
Yeah, let us know in the comments if you have insider knowledge to this Omega thing.
Yeah. So next one is Poor Man's Rose, a Little Flower Conspiracy.
So this is
haven't heard of
relating
this
to
one
how the Poor Man's Rose somehow is how Genthru's little flower correlates to a Poor Man's Rose.
I totally forgot that was Genthru's ability.
Yeah,
I thought it was just
flower.
like another name.
No, that's Genthru's one of Genthru's Nen abilities.
So what's the conspiracy?
I
that
think
he's
it's
like,
that they both are bombs, and that maybe it's just something like Genthru. Before he went to Great Island, maybe he could have been like a nuclear physicist or some shit. I don't know. And he
does look like a nerd.
just maybe through his experience with Nen and how his Nen type is and his personality, it relates to like a bomb going off. Whenever he has like a temper or something like that, because he just goes.
I could see it just being like he's inspired by
a Poor Man's Rose.
Yeah.
Maybe he lived in an area
and was like,
maybe
that's sick, bro.
Maybe he saw a Poor Man's Rose go off, and maybe someone he knew was affected by it potentially.
Oh, maybe.
I mean, we don't know enough about Genthru's backstory, and we never will. So, I mean,
yeah, most likely won't never.
I would love to see him reintroduced into the manga just to spite that statement. That would be so funny.
He leaves Greed Island and then he somehow gets on board the Black Whale.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe he wants a new life on the Dark Continent.
He rushes up to Serenik, passes Nenbeast and all, and pulls his little flower shenanigans.
Oh no. It's
Blows
Tonpa
up.
2.0. All those Tonpa killing Meruem memes.
No, it's Genthru just uses countdown all over the princes and their bodyguards, and then he just escapes the Black Whale, so they can never say I caught the bomber.
Easy.
This is just like what you said. This is just Tonpa killing Meruem 2.0 at this point. Funny.
Blows up the whale with his Poor Man's Rose version.
Yeah,
he single-handedly takes down
revenge.
all of the calamities with Little Flower.
True.
All right, I think we're starting to get a bit of more of the funnies than more of the theorizing. So
I
think it
we're
might
all
be
just
best to
delusional.
Hunter can. We're just living a fever dream by the sounds of it.
I guess we should move on then.
I suppose so.
Naoko Takeuchi never existed.
Who is that? I forget.
Well,
The author of Sailor Moon, isn't it?
it's Togashi's wife. Yeah.
To be fair, To be fair, I have never read Sailor Moon, so I don't know.
So, in your mind, she never existed, right?
She just isn't a real person.
Yeah, I mean...
You know what? Togashi lied to his fans about how he got a wife. Manga authors can't get wives. They can't be in relationships. They have to just work until they die, apparently, according to this.
Yeah, they're doomed to be single men all their lives.
Locked in their studies forever, drawing for all of the...
Hold on. This might be some, like, crazy person's, like, rambling, like, Naoko Takeuchi never existed. Maybe it's, like, referencing somebody, like, crazy on the internet, so...
Quite possibly so.
Let's look that up.
It could also be that it just could be another person named that, not referencing Togashi's wife.
Yeah, what are the chances of that?
I mean, the chance isn't zero, but I have to say it is quite low. considering that it's in a Hunter tier list, and it just so happens that Togashi married her. So
There's also a chance that a monkey will write all of Shakespeare's plays, so doesn't mean it'll it applies. Okay, I can't find anything about this, but I'm so happy that that's on this because that gave me a good laugh. It's so stupid, it's funny. Anyway, next.
Serintai is still active.
What?
This is the Paladin group. Or no, what was the name in English?
Pure Paladin Squad.
Yeah, that one, yeah.
Who was that again? I forgot.
It's the secret Netero group. Was it secret even? I don't remember, but
I would imagine that would be rather classified.
It's the Bushidora guy that was killed by Hisoka. Bushidora and Teralin.
Yeah.
In the Hunter exam. I'm not.
They tried to reform it or remake it.
Election.
Whatever.
Yeah. They were making like a new face for it or something, right?
Yeah, and then I think it was like, who was it? Like, was like spitting on them, like, such weaklings shouldn't make such a renowned group. I forgot who it was, but
yeah,
this is saying like that it's still active behind the scenes.
I think this is the extent of this is just, dude, this group is like legendary and it says that they're inactive, but what if they're still active?
It's pulling the strings.
It's kind of one of those. It's a cool one. It's like, it'd surprise me if they popped up again. I'd be like pleasantly surprised. So
true.
I don't know. That's about it.
He could bring them. Yeah. It wouldn't hurt the story in any way. I mean, should we move on?
Yeah, it'd be cool. Yeah, let's move on.
Square Enix shares.
I think this is just because he's like a Dragon Quest fan.
Some shares of Square Enix because he plays Dragon Quest. Is that why?
Yeah. In my mind, Togashi will always be Dragon Quest's biggest fan. Hasn't he been playing that game for 20 plus years now? Like that game series, I should say.
Wasn't it just a meme? Like he was playing it in like one of the legendary photos where he's just a slob in his room. Or was that?
No, I think
he.
Really
go ahead.
I think he really does like Dragon Quest. At least that's what I think. If I'm mistaken, please correct me, Koga.
I don't really know much about it. I just know that it's a meme. He's been a fan for a long time. It honestly wouldn't surprise me if he did, but it's kind of just like I don't know what the extent of this theory is.
I'm not.
It's a funny thing to think that.
I'm not going to go through Square Enix's financial records for this. Yeah. Too much work for the Redditor tier. Maybe for a different tier. Not for this one though.
Yeah, it's funny to think about, but who the hell knows?
I'm not going to go through wallets like Mutahar did recently. That's not what I'm going to do. Not today.
Isn't that crypto stuff? Anyway,
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I think the extent of this would be Togashi's a big fan of Square Enix's game, so he bought a bunch of shares, and then like he has like a bunch of author comments throughout Shueisha and Shonen Jump releases where it's like he's just shilling Dragon Quest stuff and how cool it is, and like that's and then that's like the theory, like he has shares, so he does his best to kind of raise the value of the stocks.
Yeah.
Which it sounds funny.
He's shilling.
I don't think it's
shilling the stocks.
Only true Hunter fans buy all the Dragon Quest games. Let's be honest.
I tried the recent Dragon Quest game on the Switch, and it sucked ass.
Oh, damn. Well, you saved me however much money, even though I don't play Switch that often. Thank you.
Yeah.
I
If
could
you can
never
pick
get
something
into a
up cheap,
series either.
Try it.
It just wasn't my
It's
thing.
very generic fantasy. Like, yeah. I've heard, actually, the one that I got, it has, like, a bunch of, like, twists that you have to, like, get further into the story for. But
Okay.
I was so bored. I played, like, 4 to 8 hours of it, and it was so boring, so I just stopped. Anyway.
Okay. I think your volume is a bit low.
Yeah, you're a bit quiet.
Oh, sorry.
now.
I was facing away from my mic because I was about to drink some water. I was doing that, but I can put the mic closer to my face.
All right.
Okay. Well, shall we move on?
Yeah, let's go.
Next one is Yu Yu Hakusho Dark Tournament takes place in the Dark Continent.
Okay, I just want to say this. I have not gotten around to watching or reading Yu Yu Hakusho, and I have heard really good
Me either.
things. And I do want to catch up with it. So I can't really comment because I don't know anything about Yu Yu. I know, Gil, you've definitely have at least seen it.
Yeah, I think
what are your
this
thoughts
could
on
be
it?
possible. Like, why not? It could be a fun way to have this multiverse kind of thing, you know,
Right.
kind of like Marvel, I guess. Like he could have the Togashi multiverse like this. Could be fun.
Just next thing you know, Level E is going to be crashing into the scene.
Oh, no.
We could see
Wasn't there a
the
theory
Demon
about-
World in the DC and all of that. Would be interesting.
You know what it is? You know what would be crazy? Because I actually saw a post on the subreddit recently that showed this. But imagine if the 4 protagonists of Hunter and the 4 protagonists of Yu Yu met up and they, stood next to each other. If you know what I mean,
Yeah.
like they looked at each other. That'd be really funny. I'd be
It
interested
would.
to see. Because I actually saw, I'm pretty sure, some artwork of that earlier, and it looked really cool.
Imagine if that's what Togashi has been planning all along. He's like, okay, I got to give Yu Yu a proper ending, so I'm just going to mash it in with Hunter x Hunter.
That would be really bold, and I think I would like to see that.
It would be. That'd be crazy, actually.
that
The
would be
fans would
really
just lose their minds.
You know what?
A lot of people would think it's stupid, but I would respect it.
You know what? It's a
Yeah.
great way to mix the two communities together, in a sense, because
Yeah.
some people in Hunter will never read or see Yu Yu Hakusho. And maybe by some coincidence, there's no Yu Yu Hakusho fans that have not read or or watched Hunter. So I think it would be like a great mix in a sense. I don't know the whole functionality in Yu Yu compared to Hunter. So maybe like story wise or functionality wise it wouldn't work. But just the idea of, all of it coming together would definitely be interesting.
Mm.
Gil, would you say that somehow in the multiverse would that be possible due to the Dark Continent being the Dark Continent and all?
I mean, why not? You can always find a way to make it work.
True. With Togashi's creative genius, I suppose so.
All right, let's move on.
this is the
Silva's
next one.
sixth son.
Phaeton Zoldyck.
Ah.
Who heard the guys?
Phaeton
Phaeton is a
Zoldyck.
Zoldyck. Phaeton is a Zoldyck. No, I don't actually think that.
Oh, that was good, dude.
That's immediately what I think of when you say sixth son, and it's just on the Redditor tier. Phaeton is a Zoldyck, even though Phaeton's last name is Portor.
Yeah, that's really funny. I don't think this has any actual credence. It's kind of a meme.
I mean, if in this case, right, let's just ignore the possibility that we have not even met Silva's quote unquote sixth son before.
Mm-hmm.
If we take into account out of all the characters we know so far, who could be the possible sixth Zoldyck child?
I doubt it would be a character we already know.
Yeah, exactly.
Sid Zoldyck.
But then again, if we try to make up a character that we don't know yet, there's just infinite possibilities. It's just you can't guess off that. There's no real way to make a solid prediction. Like their name could
if
be
there was
Jeffrey
another
fucking
son,
Jefferson for all we know. He could just be.
I thought you were gonna say Epstein, which would have been.
Oh my god, no, I'm not gonna relate to Epstein during a Hunter episode.
That's going in the thumbnail.
All right, Jeffrey Epstein is a Zoldyck ? Redditor tier. We're diving deep into
tier.
Redditor tier now.
We're getting deep.
We either die mentally sane, or we live long enough to become true Reddit conspiracy theorists for Hunter.
True.
I think we should continue the march.
Yeah, I think we should continue. Yo, what's next?
Yeah.
Beans Chimera Ants True Origins.
Oh, okay. Is this trying to say like Beans it is originally a chimera ant, or is this saying Beans had something to do with a chimera ant or a chimera ant, colony?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's what it's trying to say.
In my pea brain, I thought this was saying like a chimera ant ate a bean and then took on the characteristics of a bean, and that's how we got beans.
Very cute, though.
Is this why your profile picture is that of an egghead?
Yeah.
Based.
Hold on. Let's look this up.
Yeah, I mean, this would.
It's a theory.
What else is beans than a magical beast?
Oh my gosh, the theory on Reddit is literally the exact thing I said.
No, you're joking. You're joking. No, you're.
Oh my
you're
gosh.
Capping.
Literally, a chimera ant ate a human and a green bean. A vegetarian chimera ant gave birth to beans.
Awesome.
No. Oh my fucking god.
I was kidding, bro.
No.
Dude.
No.
I guess this is better than like, beans just exists.
Who? Koga, you're some kind of, creative genius for being able to come up with this. I thought like he would have had something to do with like Pariston and him holding chimera ant eggs. No, it's that fucking theory. Oh,
that's way better.
I mean, what do I expect? It's the Redditor tier. Redditors made it. God.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, now we know.
I mean, I guess that's just Bean's true backstory. In a way, Beans is from the Dark Continent, as many people theorize, if this is true. But
yeah, what the hell is Beans, by the way?
Beans is a magical beast of some sort. I don't know the exact species.
Yeah, but what the hell is he?
He's clearly something that isn't fucking human, Koga. That's what he is.
I really like that question. What the hell is Beans?
Should that go in the thumbnail as well, Koga?
It probably is at this point. Okay. I have nothing to say about this. It was just kind of fun.
I think we
Let's
should
keep
just
going.
move on at this point.
Yeah. So, next one is Compendium Ultimae. I have no idea. What
that looks like
is.
Latin. That looks like Latin or very bad English.
Perhaps some third-party Hunter x Hunter data book style thing that was released in a specific language and it doesn't exist anywhere else.
Oh, fun fact! I actually ordered the data book. I'm gonna be owning that soon.
Dude,
yeah,
I'm so jealous.
Yeah, I'm getting a copy of the data book. I'm really excited. Should be here quite soon.
Is it good condition?
Yeah, it is actually. I got it for.
Damn.
Yeah, it's like my volume 0, great condition. Supposedly, of course. I will have to update you on that later. Anyway, besides the point. I honestly don't have too many theories surrounding this. I haven't heard of this before, actually. Maybe someone more knowledgeable than I can explain in the comments.
I'm just browsing the web a bit. I can't really see anything that like stands out. It's all kind of just like
Yeah.
Kindle bundles for the entire manga.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's advertising for the Amazon Kindle. That's what it is.
Maybe it's some sort of compendium is like something that has all of the knowledge, like a tome or something, right? Is that what it is?
That's why I thought like data book style thing.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like some really obscure piece of like the anime development stuff. Like I'm pretty sure there's some kind of like director's sketchbook or something that they put together for a bunch of Hunter x Hunter art that was developed for the anime. Maybe it's that. Yeah, I don't know. I'd love to if anybody knew anything about this, please post it in the comments. But
the unreleased Hunter x Hunter data book. Okay, well, I guess we should move on. Alabaster Sage.
Oh, Google is opening again.
So
Who
if
is
we take in- if
who
we
or
think
what
about-
is alabaster?
And do you think Alabaster Sage is a name, or like saying like Alabaster is a sage, or Alabaster's sage in training, or Alabaster's sage like mentor?
I think this is a troll because I just looked it up, Hunter x Hunter Alabaster Sage, and the first thing to pop up is Gorenu, the Hunterpedia page for Gorenu, which is basically getting rickrolled.
Oh yeah, Gorenu.
Basically,
like that.
Gorenu.
So
could be that. Maybe
I
we
still
found it out.
I still stand by my character ranking of him in his Nenbeast, though. That is never changing.
Oh, it's White Gorenu. It's literally called Alabaster Sage.
Oh,
Are you
really?
kidding me? I didn't actually know that.
Okay,
Who knew?
good to know. Alabaster Sage.
That is actually going into the next Jeopardy. I'm gonna ruin those people's lives.
Some
And
really tough
the
questions.
Black Gorenu is Obsidian Sage.
Oh,
So there you go.
interesting. That is also going in the Jeopardy questions.
That's some nice
Okay,
trivia.
so what? This has piqued my interest. Why is this included here?
It could just be
Why
that
is
their
there a-
names are so unknown that only the people that truly explore the subreddit can know their names. Because who actually? So if you look up Gorenu, right? Like, let's say if 10,000 people go on the Hunterpedia, how many people are looking up Gorenu? And then again, how many people are looking up Gorenu's Nenbeasts? But then again, who out of those people that actually look up Gorenu's Nenbeasts memorize their names? Or even know their names? They just call them like the black and white Gorenu Nenbeasts, or like the Gorenu Gorillas.
Yeah, that's the English translation. I'm pretty sure. Like they're just called White and Black Gorenu. It's like a bit of Japanese text and then Alabaster Sage in brackets.
Okay.
So I think it's just the Japanese translation.
Right. So I think that's just what
pretty
it is.
cool, though.
Yeah, good to know, actually. Interesting.
Well, next up is White Data Book.
Oh my god. So
I'm pretty sure that's the normal data book, isn't it?
no, the
it's
data
like a
book is
silvery
usually in
white.
rainbow, actually, from what I've seen.
Oh, right.
So
okay.
it could just be like saying like there's some special edition data book, which is already special edition enough, but it's in actual white instead of it being in like metallic rainbow-ish. Here.
Or it's like a beta print of it or something, and it didn't have the finish that the current one has.
Ultra rare.
And they just
data
did like
book.
yeah. Or it's like a third party ripoff of the data book that doesn't have the finish.
To give you some context, the original data book was released in 2004, so it's already it's over 17 years old because it was released June 4th.
Wow.
So
I
it's
didn't know
already
that.
very old.
It's been a while, man.
It's been a minute.
But yeah, I don't. Maybe I was thinking maybe like the community should make their own data book at some point.
Yeah, we as a but then again, isn't that just like isn't that just the Hunterpedia?
Pretty much.
Or do you mean like something that the community makes that's actually printed in like a book, like physical media?
Yeah.
I think that actually would be really interesting. Like, just have like a huge, just the community or like some of them, community
like
come together and just put together like the proper data book, because the data book that was originally released is not canon. So there's a lot of non-canon things in it. For example, it says Nobunaga is an enhancer, even though we don't know Nobunaga's N-type yet. That's just a clear-cut example that I know that isn't canon. And there's a few other things. There's a lot of things that I think that would be really interesting.
Yeah, I'd buy it.
I would also buy it. It would be really a good collector's, like a community collector's item.
Pretty much, yeah. Well,
I might have to start thinking.
If you guys got nothing else to say,
yeah, I think we should
about this white data book. Next one is Neon is Alive.
Oh God. So just for context, a lot of people speculate, and it's been pretty much confirmed that Neon Nostrad is dead since Little Fortune Teller, her Nen ability that Crollo stole in Bandit Secret, is no longer there. So Crollo no longer has access to Little Fortune Teller, which only happens, I'm pretty sure, if the original Nen user that originates from dies.
Yeah, that's what Crollo knows about it. I'm guessing this theory is like ultra copium, and like whoever came up with this theory is like coping for Neon's death, and they're trying to come up with a explanation as to how they could not be dead.
So it could also just be this. So let's think about it in a writing perspective, right? Little Fortune Teller and what it does, it tells the future to its receiver in a cryptic message, right? Like especially shown in York New. I mean, it could just be that Togashi, as the writer, he saw this as sort of an annoying ability that wouldn't really fit in with the spiders going on to the black whale. Like, they might have an unfair advantage, so to speak of, in a writing sense, where he might write himself into a corner. So it could just be like, oh, Neon Nostrad is still alive somehow, but just Crollo just somehow doesn't have her ability anymore. It could just be that he just bullshitted something. Like say, oh, this condition that we've never really said before about Little Fortune Teller, or like, skill, or like for Bandit Secret, Crollo can have the ability up to, let's say 2 months, or like up to 6 months or a year, and then it just disappears no matter what you do, unless you go back and renew it or something like that. Maybe he could just like pull some kind of bullshit out of his ass like that. But then again, I personally believe that Neon is dead, because we haven't.
Perhaps
seen that.
it's something like this is just what came to mind when you guys read this out. I thought like maybe a way to like explain this in like a sort of believable way could be like, okay, well, Hisoka. Crollo's personality is slowly changing, and therefore his ability, or like Nen type, is also slowly changing. And then like the structure of his ability is starting to fall apart, and so abilities are like disappearing before the user is dead or something. Like weird things are starting to happen to his ability as he starts to change.
Interesting.
Maybe it's something like that, because it's Crollo's all about his like, who am I, and like what is my purpose, or like what am I here for, and like leaning into that and then showing that through the ability could be an interesting way to explore that. And maybe this is just attempting to predict the seedling of that story foundation. Maybe that's what came to mind. But otherwise,
I like it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, Neon is absolutely dead, and this is just like copium.
Yeah, I mean, it is true
Yeah.
that
Well,
I don't think White Nostrad has control over over his original crime syndicate anymore.
Mhm.
So,
But
I think we should just move
speaking
on.
of the story, if we move on, there is this one is speaking about Hisoka is not on the boat.
Oh no.
So
Troll face. This is going to be the thumbnail for this. It's going to be Hisoka with a troll face and the black whale floating away.
They're gonna be this thumbnail is gonna be full of stuff based off this Redditor tier. Yes, but Hisoka not being on the black whale, I can see him doing this, but I mean, knowing that, because if the spiders know how much treasure is supposedly on board, Hisoka would also know about it, and then since he's also targeting the spiders now, might as well he can predict their moves since they're thieves. And he's like, "Oh, I'll get on board," not really knowing too much about the black whale otherwise. But I can definitely see him just not being on the boat for whatever reason. Like, oh, like I don't really feel like waking up this morning, or it's something like I'll just wait for them to return or something like that. But Hisoka not being on the boat, it's a complete possibility. That's the funny thing. Hisoka fitting that trickster role so well.
yeah, that would be the ultimate troll.
It would be the ultimate troll.
because
I just
that
don't think
means
it'd be a
that-
very satisfying one.
Yes, that means that there wouldn't be the interjection, because the black whale is already so chaotic enough. The politics on board is absolutely mental. Its main.
One more clown into the mix won't help things.
Yeah, you know what? It's the black whale is just a fuse, and if Ahsoka's there, that is like the last thing of gunpowder, and then just with how it's turning out so far, the fuse will be lit eventually, and
Yep.
then the explosions are going to be quite large. I think Hisoka being there will add fire to the flame, as they say. What the fuck would I just say? They added fuel to the flame. Oh my god, that was terrible.
It's okay. We
I'm just
understood what you were
I'm
going
just
for.
gonna be quiet for a minute after that. God.
It's okay, brother. All right, let's keep rolling. We're almost at an hour, and we still have a ways to go. So maybe we should lightning round it.
Heaven arena metaphor.
Oh, interesting.
I don't.
Yeah, nothing comes to mind.
No. I guess there's probably meaning to the name Heaven Arena that we don't know of, that I'm not thinking of.
It could just be that
But-
it's called Heaven's Arena because it's so tall
Yeah.
that it reaches toward the heavens, or you know what? It's like, oh, you can because you can make so much money from Heaven's Arena. Oh, you can reach the riches of heaven from this arena.
Yeah, something like this.
Just the symbolism of the physical structure or the opportunities that could take place from Heaven's Arena might be indicating the metaphor.
Maybe like a steps towards enlightenment type deal, and then like the different fighters are at these different steps towards enlightenment.
Yeah.
Maybe there's something like that going on, but it hasn't really been explored that way, so probably not. Yeah, I don't know. If the commenters know anything about this, then drop a comment, boys. But anyway, let's keep going.
Hunter Chads equals 1 IP.
What does this mean?
So Hunter Chads equals 1 IP.
One intelligent point.
This is definitely like a 4chan or like image board thing.
Like
It's a Pinterest pin.
Hunter Chads are one intellectual property. Is that what it means?
Yeah, IP can mean many different things. Intellectual property,
Internet protocol?
Intellectual.
Intellectual property, yeah.
No, not intellectual
Itchy
property. Like
penis.
intellectual point, like 1 IQ, but instead of saying 1 IQ, or like you say one intellectual point.
One intellectual point. Yeah, why not? That would make sense.
Hunter chads are not smart. Apparently, that might be the gist of this.
Yeah, I don't know anything about this. It's way over my head.
Yeah, I think we should move on. There's not a lot of substance.
Next, let's go.
Nen is a DC's parasite.
Ooh, interesting. So this is rumoring that Nen is a product from the Dark Continent. It just happens to be a parasite that is infested in humans and other creatures, correct?
I love this shit. Yeah. Probably something like that. Or I think the other version of this is Nen is like a calamity or something, or like an adaptation humans got from the Dark Continent.
I mean, but then again, magical beasts can use Nen, in a sense. This goes back to a conversation we had a while ago about whether magical beasts,
I think,
if other organisms can use Nen. For instance, like, we talked about how like predators might use Zetsu. Like apex predators use Zetsu to stalk their prey. So this goes back to that kind of conversation. And if you're thinking in your perspective, Koga,
I don't think there's really any like real depth to this theory. It's just kind of like a cool idea. Like it'd be like, yeah, that's like dope.
Yeah,
like cool, bro.
Yeah. It's food for thought.
Sick idea. Yeah. Anyway, let's keep going.
Shalnark fake death. Texture surprise.
Is Shalnark still alive? No, he got. By the looks of it, he got brutally slaughtered by Hisoka, and it would make sense.
So this is more copium.
Yep.
Clearly, Shalnark was this person's favorite spider, and he just didn't want him to die. Oh, maybe Hisoka just used texture surprise on him. So, just think. It reminds me of just thinking, why would Shalnark agree to faking his death from the rest of the spiders?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Why would Hisoka fake his death? Yeah.
I can't think of a reason why he would fake it. But then again, if let's say Hisoka faked Shalnark's death without Shalnark knowing, where the hell is Shalnark?
Yeah, this is
right. I mean, why isn't Shalnark with the rest of the crew on board the Black Whale? Why is he never seen again? Except once the other spiders find him in Kortabi. Like this doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Like, there's no reason for Shalnark to fake his death, whether intentionally or not. I mean, if Hisoka does it to throw this, to confuse the spiders or something like that, to mentally play with them, why would Shalnark would somehow have to agree to it? Otherwise, Shalnark would have made his presence known. Maybe Hisoka took Shalnark hostage, or kidnapped him in a sense.
That'd be the only plausible direction this theory could go. But why?
Yeah, I mean, it would have just been better to kill him.
Yeah.
I mean, Hisoka openly states 2 spiders down, 10 to go, indicating that he killed him. Because Hisoka killed Kortabi and then Shalnark. Shalnark's death seems canon. It's just absolute. I mean, I don't think copium. It's also the fact that I don't think Chrollo has access to Black Voice anymore, which was Shalnark's ability for those who don't know. Because he used it in the fight with Hisoka in Heaven's Arena, right? He used 2 spiders' abilities, Kortabi and Shalnark's.
That's
is
why
it
he wanted
really
them
a
dead.
coincidence that those 2 spiders were the ones to die? it could also be that they weren't necessarily like the frontline fighters of the spider, so they're easier targets. But is it really that much of a coincidence?
Yeah.
This is the same guy that's trying to cope with Neon's death. He was a fan of both of these characters.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's keep moving.
Yeah. Goreinu's Lost Chapter.
Oh no.
I'd love this one to be true.
Yeah, just
But I don't
more.
know. Well, wasn't there this fan comic of Goreinu? Or was it like?
Oh,
hentai?
is that it?
maybe actually. Gil, you just want more time with Alabaster Sage and is that what it is?
Hunter x Hunter reader
Sage.
insert.
Oh god.
Alabaster Sage. I mean, if you think about it, in the last mission, you could see Garenu living up the high life from getting a lot of money from the island. So you can think of like a happy ending there for Garenu. There you go. There's your non-canon happy ending that all you Garenu fans want.
It's a funny meme. Let's keep going.
Gon is already a father.
Whoa, what the hell?
What?
Where did this come from?
Just because he fucked Pito?
Wait, what?
Well, as you know, he's good with women.
He's a total player.
Oh.
He's a total player. Though
But-
Gon doesn't. I don't think Gon knows anything about the birds and the bees. I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, Killua definitely knew more about it than Gon. I mean,
Or Gon just like
Gon is-
was completely sage about it.
dude, he's just so nonchalant about it and just even pointing out because he already knows. He already gets all the women.
Mm.
All right, that's what it is. Clearly. But Gon being a father, as of chapter 390, Gon is 14 years old. Who is the mother?
Yeah.
Who? All right.
If this
is the case,
I mean, I
who
can
the
see
hell
where
could
this
it
theory's
be?
coming from.
Yeah,
I mean-
that's yeah.
I mean, it's a possibility, but I am not a believer in this whatsoever. I mean, then again,
I don't think Togashi would actually like go down this rabbit hole. But I can totally see somebody seeing like Gon talk about like these predatory women and like extrapolate. Oh, they were like totally fucking him, and then like he got one of them pregnant because they weren't using like protection or whatever because he was too young to know about it or whatever. So like I mean, I see how it could work, but it's just like crazy. I'm not sure if Togashi would actually do
it
it.
could also just be like, Gon just adopted someone, even though he is not. He's a minor. He somehow illegally adopted someone, so he's their quote unquote father.
Just Hunter things.
Maybe, yeah.
Just Redditor tier things.
That Hunter's license can do anything, baby. All right, let's keep going.
Yeah, coded hiatus sequences.
Oh, is this saying like the hiatuses that he's taken over the past 23 years or so? They're like in a special sequence, like in a pattern,
Yeah.
to indicate something.
Yeah, that's the theory.
yeah.
Which would be pretty funny and interesting, honestly.
Togashi is such a creative genius. I don't even doubt it at this point.
We
Yeah, I
have
wouldn't
to
doubt it.
decipher that. We'd have to
Well,
go
first
and
of all,
check-
it'd be
check-
incomplete, right?
Huh?
The sequence would be incomplete, right? He also had like that huge point at the start of the manga where he just like wrote a bunch of chapters in a row, and there wasn't really like any breaks. So I'm not sure if like it would even be possible for there to be a sequence, or like maybe he just started the sequence like after that huge run.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah, like realistically, it's a fun.
probably not, but
Yeah,
it is fun.
yeah.
It's more copium.
Pound's secret ability.
What would
This is referring to the what's it called?
what Kogo?
The weird fish thing that she had
Yeah.
that allowed her to see where people are, or like
Yeah, it's an
forget most of
enhancement. I
Palm's
forget
stuff.
the name of it, but it's an enhancer Nen ability that allows Palm to see up to three different angles, or like three different places at once through like a camera perspective. If she looking through one eye, like when
Wasn't
she
it
covers it.
clairvoyance or something like that? No.
I don't know much about this. I'm gonna be truthful about it.
Okay, so the former ability was the merman clairvoyance, and she used like the weird fish statue thing to see that, to see whoever she wanted to spy on. And then after her transformation, it turned into Wink Blue, which is holding the hand over the eye and seeing the last three people that she saw or something.
Oh, yeah, I think that was the case because she watched Mel, Gone, and Poof, maybe? I don't know. I forget to be honest.
So I'm not sure what this is referring to as like a secret ability. Interesting.
Shall we move on?
I don't know.
I think
let's move on. A commenter can comment about it if they know, but let's keep going.
Our fellow Redditors in the comments.
Yeah.
Will help us out. Hunter x Hunter last volume has been released.
Oh.
This one is
that just makes me
bad.
sad.
So
right in the feels.
That would really suck. That would be a shame. However, I mean the final 10 chapters are online though, so it could potentially be referencing the rest of the chapters are going to be online only. Like they're not going to be published by Jump or anything.
They would never do that. They would never do that.
Yeah.
I'm just throwing it out as a possibility. I just don't want to think like, this magnificent series will just come to an abrupt end, right on a cliffhanger as well.
Yeah, this is us breathing in the copium now. We're like, no, it can't be.
Be true.
Pepe's sad.
Anyway, let's.
Feels bad.
This is just saddening. Let's keep going.
Yeah, we need to move on.
To more sad things. Kurapika lifespan.
We already covered
left.
this. You guys wanted me to add this, even though you guys wanted me to add this to this tier without even realizing that we covered it in the Hunter Chat tier. So we already gave our thoughts about this kind of twice now in our first episode and the last episode. I think it would just be best to move on.
True.
I'm sorry for cutting you off, Gil.
Twice already, yeah.
Yeah. I don't think our viewers need to hear us for the third time.
Beyond Scar is the key.
The key to what? It says many
Beyond
people.
Scar.
The key to...
Interesting. These nuts.
The key to
keep going.
past knowledge. The key to...
The key to the Dark Continent. It could also be like... Beyond Scar is the key to crossing into the Dark Continent, or the key to getting to Lake Mobius. Maybe Beyond Scar is the key to interacting with that group of people on the island between the regular Hunter world and the Dark Continent, if you know what I mean. I forget the name of the island. Beyond Scar
it's the
is
key, all right.
I guess
maybe it's like a Nen Scar or something, and then it has some kind of interaction with something in the Dark Continent.
Interesting.
Who knows?
Beyond Scar is secretly a black hole. It just conjures a black hole.
Oh no!
That will never escape you.
Go watch episode 4. You'll get
nothing can
that
escape
meme.
a black hole. Not even light. Not even your attempts, Koga. I think we should.
False panic attack.
Is this referring to Nov faking his panic attack from saying Poof's N?
Why would he fake it?
He felt like Vito's aura or something like that.
I thought that was Poof's. I thought that was Poof's N.
Oh yeah, you might be right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he faked it basically. And he lost a bunch of hair also.
He lost a bunch of hair.
Yeah, this is stupid.
It was also kind of like it was also with like Welfin. They both they both what seemingly aged very quickly because that actually can happen when someone experiences like extreme fear, anxiety,
Extreme
distress. Yeah, exactly. Their bodies can age in a way, right? That's why people that have undergone so much stress in their life, when they're like 30, they look like they're in their elderly because of all like the overall mental stress, anxiety, distress, etc. has taken a physical toll on their bodies and their well-being. So I don't know how Nov would be able to fake that, and if he faked it, let's just say he did somehow. Why has he not reverted back to his original state? Why didn't he want to look, all professional and stuff? Why does he want to look all old and decrepit? That's just me, though.
And like it's so dumb because like when you ask why he would fake it, it's mostly because like he wouldn't want to do it. Like it's like too risky.
Yeah,
he knows he's gonna die, and isn't that just like I mean I guess that isn't the same thing as fear entirely.
Nov also experienced Poof's N without using 10 or any other kind of like Nen protection, right? It's kind of like what Gon and Killua felt with Heaven's Arena, but imagine that, but so much more powerful, right? Because Ahsoka wasn't actually trying to kill
You're
Gon
so
Killua
right,
then.
yeah.
Like, it was malicious N, right?
Yeah.
Like, that, without using 10 or any kind of Nen protection, because he had to use Een to remain undetected. He was extremely exposed to it, and he should be lucky. I think he could have actually died in that situation, but he was able to escape. Yeah, if he was in it for too long, he could have easily died. So.
Yeah, I don't really get this. It doesn't really make sense to me. But
yeah, I think this is
just implying that his like
myth.
Yeah,
right.
It's just implying that his like a cold, calculated guy that made it a calculation was like, yeah, I'm not going to be a part of this.
Koga,
and then
your microphone is cutting off and you're getting quieter again. Are you all right?
Is it?
Yes.
Weird. Okay, I'll speak closer. I am already very close to my mic. Yeah, let's go.
Abengane is a spider.
No. No, he's just.
I like that.
He's purely.
Poster.
He was hired by the spiders to reveal to remove the chain from Crollo, the judgment chain from Crollo. He got paid a good amount of money for it. If he was with the spiders, there's no reason why he was in Greed Island in the first place. Why he was with Gon Killua in the original, the new player, the new group that went into Greed Island with. There's no reason why he would have gone in there, because he was in there before the spiders, right? If he was truly a spider, why wasn't he in York New with them when they're all called on September 1st to go raid the York New auction? Abagane is a spider. Maybe like people think, oh, he could have been a spider after Greed Island. Maybe they convinced him to join. I still don't see that as a possibility. Why wasn't he with them in Heaven's Arena, right? Why isn't he with them on the Black Whale? Because surely a Nen Exorcist, because they might know that Karapika is on board, potentially. Like, if they figure it out, if there's a judgment chain, why not bring a Nen Exorcist with them? Right? It doesn't make sense for Abagane to be a spider.
I think you broke it down pretty well.
And then have him enter the series through him not even having too much time in Greed Island. We just saw he was being tracked down by the spiders, and God knows what he's doing right now. He could be doing anything. I just don't think he's a spider. Besides, who would Abagane replace, right? What number would Abagane be?
I think there's still one more place left in the spiders.
So let's see. Crollo, it goes. There's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 10 spiders still, right?
Plus the head.
Sorry?
Plus the head, right?
No, 10 spiders including the head.
Okay.
Right? It's
So Illumi joined. No,
yeah.
wait.
yeah, so
Illumi and Kaluto joined.
okay, so if we take so there's originally there's 13 spiders originally, right? So that was Crollo and the 12. 2 of them died in Yorknew, and then Shalnark and Cortopi died, so that would be 8. So there's 8 in total. And then if you add Kaluto and Illumi, that makes 10. 10 spiders.
Yep. And wasn't there wasn't there some piece of information that was like, oh my gosh, there's still like one spider that we haven't seen yet? Like I remember Reddit discussions about this way back when the chapters.
I don't think. So the original number 4, he was defeated by Hisoka. Kaluto took Hisoka's number 4 spot. Illumi took I think it was Uvagin's spot, if I'm not mistaken. That or Pakunoda's spot. And then they haven't found replacements for Shalnark or Cortopi.
Well, I think it would make sense for Abagane to become a spider. Like that's totally reasonable to me because I think he was doing Greed Island for the money, right?
Yeah.
I think it'd make sense if they like cut out a deal and had a spider that could deal with exorcisms. Like that's extremely valuable to them. Like
you're cutting out again, Koga.
Am I?
Yes.
Seriously? Okay, maybe I should just shut up.
No.
I'll do some testing. No, it's okay. I'll do some testing while you guys talk about the next stuff. And then maybe I'll have fixed it by then.
Okay. Yeah, my final opinion.
Shall we move on?
Yeah, my final opinion, Abagane is not a spider, and I don't see him becoming a spider. Right now, at least. It's a bit too late for that.
It's gone, man.
Mute from here.
Hunter x Hunter is a shoujo.
I don't know what a shoujo is. May you please tell me?
It's a girls' manga, basically.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, Hunter x Hunter is a girls' manga.
Testing.
Okay.
Testing. I'm testing.
I don't really have anything
These
to
tests are
comment
fine.
on this. I have no words.
Not sure.
You have no words
I have
for
no
this.
witty comments, and I don't have any
adjust
good theories
Discord a
about
bit.
it. It's just like, okay. Do you have anything to say, Gil?
Not really. I mean,
Unmute here.
it's not a
Unmute.
shoujo. That's all there is to it, really. I don't know where this theory could have come from, or maybe it's like just a meme again. I don't know, but or maybe it has to do something with Naoko. I don't know.
Morel conjures.
But yeah, I don't really have anything to say to this.
Morel conjures his glasses. I mean, that's pretty funny. I mean, it could also. So think about it. That's not totally out of the question, right? So you know how Morel blows so much smoke, right? Clearly, he uses the glasses not just for a sick fashion style, but also just to keep some of the smoke out of his eyes, right? It's like how Mark from Invincible wears those goggles to protect his eyes whenever he flies. Morel could be wearing glasses to keep some of the smoke out of his eyes. Maybe none of the sick glasses he ever tried never really fit his flow and never truly kept out the smoke. So maybe he conjured his own glasses.
I didn't know his glasses were airtight.
Yeah, maybe it's just that. You know what? It has the functionality and it has the sick flow. What else can you ask for?
True.
I kind of like this one. It's a funny little theory.
Yeah. It's not totally unrealistic as well. I can definitely see this happening.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah, I think we're done with the Redditor Tier.
I think that covers.
Well done, fellas.
That covers the entire Redditor tier. And this is definitely the tier where things definitely start to get interesting, where things start to become a bit more controversial and not as clear cut.
I enjoyed the last two tiers just as much as this one.
Yes.
This one was very memey.
Yes, well, I mean, it's the Redditor tier.
It's
how do you do,
Redditor
fellow
tier.
How do you do, milady? Upvotes and gives you Reddit gold, tips fedora. It's that tier.
Well, I guess we should wrap it up. Got not much to say.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I was hesitating because I usually do the outros, but apparently my mic is being a bit weird. So, if my mic's working now, well, thanks for watching. We really appreciate it. Make sure to like and subscribe, all that good stuff. Comment about your favorite theories, if anything piqued your interest, or if you researched anything that we were lax on. Yeah, make sure to leave that all in the comments. We'd love to read it. Thanks for watching, guys.
thanks a lot, guys. That was fucking cringe.